the new head coach for the Milwaukee Bucks, Adrian Griffin, along with general manager Jon Horst. Gentlemen, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us in studio on NBA Today. Really
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I feel like we have to start with possibly the biggest storyline of the offseason. We just saw it in the montage. Jon, you make this blockbuster trade that lands Damian Lillard in Milwaukee. And this, of course, is coming on the heels of some, let's call them pointed comments from Giannis, saying that he wants to be surrounded by talent that he feels like he can win with. So how much did those comments drive this trade that we saw?
Yeah, really not at all. I think we've done everything we can over the past few years to put the best product we can on the floor with Giannis, for organization. There's no doubt that we're invested in him and this entire team, and we felt like getting Damian Lillard was the best thing for the franchise now and going forward. We're really excited to have him. That montage was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get goosebumps a little bit thinking about what this pairing could look like on the floor. For you, what's the most exciting part of the potential there, Adrian?
Well, one, our practices are extremely competitive, so we've had a chance to kind of match them up, and they have been disappointing. But just like anything else, you know, the more opportunities we can get them playing together, the better.
Yeah.
So count on Sunday. It's the next time that we want to see them out there in live competitive play. So it's an exciting time for us. But again, it's this process, and we're just taking step by step.
Yeah. So just to be clear, we haven't seen Damian Lillard or Giannis Antetokounmpo in a preseason game. Sunday is the date that we should circle.
Yes.
Sunday, we get our first glimpse at this new look Milwaukee Bucks team. I'm definitely going to be pulling up for that. But Jon, after on media day, Giannis comes in and said, "Hey, look, you know what? Now my intention is to sign an extension with the Milwaukee Bucks long term." What have the conversations been, if any, around that?
Yeah, I think, it's really important to understand that Giannis and what he says publicly and privately is very much aligned with what we believe as an organization. And it's not just something recent. We've done everything we can every step of the way to put the best team on the floor each and every day, to constantly push the limits and try to compete at the highest level. Obviously, we've had a championship level success in the past. We're looking forward to figuring out how to get better each and every day and put ourselves back in those positions now. And we think that this trade's the most recent example of that.
Absolutely. What is the difference, Adrian, between coaching a Giannis team and a Giannis and Dame team?
Well, obviously we have some special talent on this team, but nothing ever changes. The magic is in the work. You know, when you put a roster together like this, the expectations come along with it. But what I've been preaching to our team is, okay, execution, right? Expectations without the execution is nothing. So, again, the magic's in the work. We got to come ready to work, attention to detail, not skip the steps, and just buying into the process, and they've been great with it.
One of the things that we've talked about on this show is just how excited we are about the talent at the top of the East. So, of course, Damian Lillard comes into Milwaukee, but that includes shipping out Jrue Holiday, who I know was beloved by the organization, beloved by the players and the community, and he ends up with the Boston Celtics. So the biggest two trades of the offseason are you getting better and then your biggest foe getting better as well. Was that something that you considered in all of this?
No, but it's pretty remarkable when you think about the balance in the talent in the league, and not just in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. It's incredibly stacked. There's a bunch of great teams. There's a bunch of great talent. There's an arms race, I think, in the NBA, and everyone's trying to load up, and it's really as competitive as it's ever been in the 20 years or so that I've been around the NBA. For Jrue and for the Boston Celtics, that doesn't factor into our equation. We try to make ourselves better, do what we thought was best for us. We can't control anything else.
I've talked a lot, we have, about Damian Lillard and about Giannis Antetokounmpo, but this is a team also that is being built on what Brook Lopez is able to do. Chris Middleton, certainly. Last week, he wasn't Chris Middleton playing 3-on-3, 5-on-5 yet. Where is he at now? Do you expect him to be ready for the opener?
So Chris had a successful off-season knee procedure. His rehab went extremely well. And he's been totally cooperative with all his everything that he needs to do on and off the court, and we expect him to play a preseason game, but he's right on schedule.
Expected to play a great preseason game is good news. Do we have one circled yet for him like we do for Dame and Giannis, or is that still coming down the road?
It's still coming. Still
coming down the road, but we will stay tuned for that. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule, for spending some time with us here on NBA Today.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA on the ESPN.